I am Alina Rivers, a 28-year-old woman living in Greystone Valley. When I moved into my cozy little apartment a year ago, I thought I had found my perfect sanctuary. My life was simple. I was a graphic designer who loved working from home, surrounded by my plants and endless supplies of coffee. Everything was calm and predictable, allowing me the space to create my art and enjoy my solitude. However, that peace was shattered 6 weeks ago when I started hearing a strange rhythmic tapping sound coming from the unit above me. At first, I thought I was imagining things. I mean, what could possibly be making that noise? It wasn't footsteps or furniture scooting around, which I had grown accustomed to in apartment living. It was different, almost like a persistent, intermittent drumbeat that would start around 8 or 9 in the evening. My curiosity quickly morphed into an obsession as I began to concoct wild theories about the source of the noise. Was it some sort of exercise machine? A dance class in a living room? Or maybe a rocking chair on a hard floor? I felt like Sherlock Holmes on a mission, but each theory I put forward only led me further down the rabbit hole of confusion. Determined to get some clarity, I knocked on my neighbor's door not once, but twice, hoping to bring my speculations to an end. Each time, I was greeted by an incredibly pleasant older woman named Margit. With her soft smile and warm demeanor, she swiftly assured me that everything was all right. Her cheerful attitude made me feel slightly unhinged for even questioning her about it. The tapping continued, getting louder and more frequent, much to my growing annoyance. I mentioned the issue to my building superintendent, thinking he might know what could be causing this annoying disturbance, but he simply shrugged and told me that apartments were just noisy. I found myself writing down timestamps and comments like a paranoid detective, trying to pinpoint the exact schedule of this tapping sound. Despite my best efforts, every lead pointed me back to the same frustrating conclusion. I had no idea what was happening. Last week, fortune smiled on me. I encountered Margit in the mailroom, and after small talk, I found the courage to bring up the tapping noise, slightly embarrassed. To my surprise, Margit's face lit up with delight when I mentioned it. With a twinkle in her eye, she told me, "Oh, that's my loom. I'm weaving. I do it every evening after dinner." I felt my embarrassment flood over me like a tidal wave. Margit had been weaving on a floor loom for the last 6 weeks, while I had been spinning elaborate theories about her ceiling activities. She even showed me a scarf she had finished weaving, a beautiful piece filled with an array of colors, intricately designed with love and care. I could not believe that I had wasted so much time and energy on my nonsensical assumptions and paranoia. In that moment, I apologized profusely for bothering her. Margit smiled kindly and told me she hadn't minded my curiosity at all. Instead of revenge coursing through my veins as I had expected, I instead found a soothing sense of resolution wash over me. I went back to my apartment with a newfound appreciation for the sound that had disturbed my serenity. It was not a sinister pounding or a sign of chaos, but rather a rhythmic lullaby of creativity and passion. Rather than dwelling on my frustrations, I wanted to channel my newfound understanding into something beautiful. I decided to dedicate my nights to my own craft instead of spiraling into thoughts of annoyance. While Margit wove tales into fabric, I would weave stories into my designs. I grew to look forward to the tapping sound. It became my soundtrack during late-night design sessions. With every beat, I found myself creating art inspired by Margit's weaving. The colors she used, the textures of the fabrics. The tapping was no longer a disruption, but rather an uninvited yet inspiring collaboration that breathed life into my work. The community in Greystone Valley felt richer, a vibrant tapestry woven together by creativity and shared lives. The irony struck me that in seeking revenge for my peace, I had instead unlocked a deeper connection with my neighbor, who had unknowingly enriched my world. I no longer regretted my earlier sleepless nights filled with speculations. I had discovered a beautiful resolution, and it ignited a fire within my spirit that had long been dormant, a creative awakening fueled by the rhythmic tapping above me. Life seemed different now, vibrant and full of potential. As time went on, I made a conscious effort to express gratitude by often complimenting Margit's work and inviting her to cafe outings where we could exchange stories over cups of coffee. Weeks turned into months, and my bond with Margit strengthened, running deeper than the wooden beams separating our apartments. The tapping sound was now a beloved part of my life symphony, a reminder that sometimes, in our search for answers, the most beautiful surprises can unfold. I had not just gained a neighbor but a friend, an ally with whom I could share my creative journey. And as I gazed around my now vibrant living space, filled with art inspired by our unique friendship, I realized that the true revenge was never about causing chaos or seeking refuge. Instead, it was about embracing life's unexpected connections, discovering joy amidst the unknown, and weaving richness into the fabric of one's own story. Without even realizing it, Margit had unknowingly taught me one of life's greatest lessons. Sometimes what we perceive as noise holds the seeds of inspiration, crafting a tapestry of companionship that fulfills our hearts.